What's up, Get Better Basketball community? I'm Coach DeMarco, and this is Focus. In today's episode, I'm going to give you a complete breakdown of Duke University's Power Series and how they use it to dissect zone defenses. You're not going to want to miss this episode, but before I jump into it, make sure you hit that like button down below, turn on your notifications, and subscribe to the Get Better Basketball YouTube channel for more great video breakdowns each and every week. Now, let's focus in on Duke University's Power Series. The first play in the Power Series is called 12x Slice. The Power Series is a 1-2-2 alignment. You can check a link in the description below for the original Power Series that I shared previously on my YouTube channel. The defense is also going to be in a 1-2-2 setup and a little bit of a matchup zone. And this is a zone offense that you can run against a variety of different zone defenses. The action is going to be initiated when 4 cuts from the low block up to the high post, and they're going to make an exit cut out to the corner. At the same time, 1 is going to dribble towards 2. So we're going to have 4 here in the corner, and 1 is dribbling towards 2, and they're going to make a pass over to the wing, and then they're going to cut straight out to the corner. At the same time, 5 is going to cut hard to that elbow area. So here is the initial action from Duke. I want to point out here, we have our 1, our 2 on the wings, and then 2 players on the block. So that's our 1-2-2 setup. There's going to be a couple of instances where Duke is not going to get in this perfect alignment because Syracuse was pressing them. So they're going to start in positions that are a little bit different, and I'll walk you through that in the next couple of clips. But this is a great example of the alignment they want to start out in. I've also talked about the 1-4 high or 1-4 low setups you can use in this Power Series, but 1, 2, and then 2 on the blocks is the initial alignment for this series. Here's the cut up to the high post, and then they're going to make that exit cut to the corner, and then we're going to get 5 cutting up to this elbow area as that pass goes to the wing, and this player is going to cut out to the corner. So we have 2 on the wing with the basketball, we have 5 at the elbow, and we have 1 in the corner. 2 is going to hit 5 in this elbow area, and 5 is going to have a number of different options here. The first thing is 3 is going to work up on this defender, and then they're going to make a back cut right into the zone, which is going to cause the zone to collapse a little bit. If that block player down on the low block there, that forward comes into the middle, 5 could skip it to the 4 in the corner, or if they sit, 5 could just dump it right into that player. 2 is going to come back around, and they could potentially get a dribble handoff, and as we're going to see in the clip, 5 is going to go to 1 in this corner area who has a 3-point opportunity. So 5 has a number of different options. They have the 1 in the corner, the 3 on the cut, the 4 on the opposite corner, and they also could dump it right back to the 2. So great options, and obviously 5 can be a scorer as well. There's the pass into the high post. As I pointed out, you have this cut. I think this player was open on this back cut for an easy 2 points. Here's that defender. If they pinch in, 5 can go opposite to this player. If they come out, 5 has the pass to the corner. They kind of sit. They're not sure what to do here. This player probably needs to drop down here and do a little better job. You have this player coming around as an option, or the option they're going to take, which is hitting this player in the corner. This is their shooter who's going to be the focus point of this zone offense. I'll point that out in the next couple of clips. And 5 here at the elbow also has the option to fake it and then either shoot it or drive the ball to the basket. So some great options in this initial set in the Power Series. Let's take a look at it one more time, playing through at full speed. We're going to get that initial cut and exit cut out to the corner, the pass to the wing, high post corner, great ball movement for an easy 3. The second play in the power series is called 12 Weave Strong. Again, the offense is going to be in their 1-2-2 alignment, and the defense is going to line up in their 1-2-2 as we see here. It's a little bit of a matchup zone. The thing I want to point out to you is that the 3-player is at the top here. This is the player that cut to the corner and knocked down the 3-pointer. They are critical in this offense, and they're going to be the focus point. Now, we're again going to see 4 make their cut to the high post and exit out to the corner to initiate the action. So we have 4 in the corner. We have our 5-player who's going to cut to the top as 3 passes over to the wing. But this time they're going to cut a little bit higher. They're not going to stop at the elbow. They're going to come out to the top of the key area. So we're going to notice here a couple of things. First of all, this player is typically on the block. They are going to start up a little bit higher. They brought the ball up against the press, and they're going to get it to that number 3, who I'll talk about in a minute. So instead of coming all the way down to the block and cutting up and back down, they're going to start their cut. They're going to improvise and just start their cut through the paint from this particular area. Number 3 is the player who hit the 3-pointer from the corner in the last clip. They, again, are going to start with the ball up at the top. So we're going to see this player cut through to the corner. We're going to get the pass over to the wing. And then this player is going to cut up to that top of the key area. Last time it was the elbow. This time they're going to cut up a little bit higher. And the reason being is because this is going to be a weave action. The last time was a little bit different. What they were trying to do, they cut to this area. Yep, this player did come around like they were going to get a dribble handoff or maybe a little bit of a kickback. But the other options were a little bit different. This player actually cut through to the paint. We're going to see different here is that this also will be a player who is going to look to potentially come around and get a handoff. So 2 has the ball on the wing. We have that 3-player in the corner, and 2 is going to pass it over to 5, who made their cut to the top of the key, and 2 is going to come right around looking for a dribble handoff and cut right through into the paint. So we have 2 continuing that cut down into the paint. 1 is going to come around now, and 5 is going to give them a dribble handoff as they look to attack this player on the wing. This player steps up a little. They're going to hit 3 over in that corner, who again is going to knock down a 3. Off that dribble handoff, 5 is going to cut down into the paint. And I want to point out here that if this forward comes out and that initial cut through the paint by the 2, they continue out to the corner, it could be 1 more to them for a 3-pointer, or it could be a pass inside to 5 for a layup. In this case, 3 is going to take the shot, as we're going to see in the clip. Simple action that you can use against the zone to get an open 3-pointer, or a number of other options. As I said, if this player cuts through to the corner and this forward comes out, it's 1 more to them. You have this player cutting down the middle. And if you look, the defense is all hyper-focused on the ball. Number 3 is a great shooter. That's why. But look at this player. They can rise up. Everyone cheats in too far to the shooter. It's a skip across, and you can have an open 3-pointer as you overload this side. And that's really what they're doing with this action when they cut through to the corner. You could have open scoring opportunities on the weak side as well. The final play I'm going to share with you from the Power Series is 12 Weave Weak. Again, we're going to see this 1-2-2 alignment. The 3-player that was in the strong side corner is going to be on the weak side now, so they've adjusted their alignment. They actually put them in the corner to start here. We're going to have our 1-2-2 setup, and 4 is going to make a cut through, but instead of finishing their cut in the corner, they're going to go to the low block, and that's with purpose. So we're going to have 4 in the low block area. We're again going to get this pass from the top over to the wing, and we're going to get that overload cut to the strong side with this player in the corner. This time, 5 again is going to come up high, and they're going to come up to the top of the key area. We're going to go from 2 to 5 as we saw in the last instance, but 4 this time is going to come back around, and they're going to get a dribble handoff going to the strong side. 4 is going to come around for that dribble handoff, and at the same time, 2 is going to make a back cut right behind the zone and into the paint. So we have 4 with the basketball now, dribbling at 1. 4 is going to pass to 1. It could be a dribble handoff. They kind of make more of a pass in this instance. This is the weave action now, where 1 is going to come behind 4, and now 4 is going to make a cut into the paint. As that's happening, 3 is going to rise up to the wing, and we're going to get a pass over to them. We know that when 3 catches the ball, they've already knocked down a couple of three-pointers, so they're going to get a hard closeout from that wing player. They're going to attack that closeout and get into the paint. If that forward comes up, they can dump it to 5. They can hit 4, as we're going to see in this particular clip, or they could skip it to 2 in the weak side corner, who made the initial back cut through and ended up out there. Or they could kick it back out to 1. So they have a number of different options, but they're going to hit 4 for an easy 2 points in the paint. Let's take a look at this weave weak action one more time. And the reason I refer to this as weak versus strong, the strong action, the ball went to this strong side corner, and that's where the 3-player, number 3, was for that 3-pointer. I call it weak because they took that player and they put them to the weak side, not where the overload happens, which is a good strategy. It's a good mix-up for them. That player ends up in the corner. The ball ended up here a couple times. Now they take that player and they bring them to the other side of the floor. So I'm referring to that as their weak action. But we know the ball is going to end up back in this player's hands. Even if it doesn't, there are options on cuts to the basket. So if the defense focuses their attention on the 3 out here on the perimeter, it's going to open up these players in the paint. Very, very difficult for defenses to defend. Let's take a look as we watch it through. Pass to the high post, dribble handoff. There's the weave action. Nice pass, attack the closeout, easy 2 in the paint. One more time from the top at full speed. Love the 12 power series used by Duke. As I mentioned in the description, you can also find the original power series. I love the power series used by Duke University against Syracuse's zone. These are 3 wrinkles that you can use off the base series, but there are a number of other things that you can do depending on the options that you want to get with your team. Duke happened to get the ball into the hands of their best shooter, number 3, who knocked down 2 3-pointers and then attacked a hard closeout. But as you saw, there's options to get the ball into the paint in a variety of other ways, and also opportunities to kick the ball to the weak side or to the corners for 3-point options as well. I love the power series, and I also love these wrinkles used by Duke University. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button down below, turn on your notifications, and subscribe to the Get Better Basketball YouTube channel for more great video breakdowns each and every week. As always, get better every day. If you want to knock down shots like you saw in this video, then make sure you invest in a brand new Dr. Dish all-purpose shooting machine. Mention the Get Better Basketball chat or hashtag GBetBBChat for up to $300 off select Dr. Dish shooting machines. Don't miss out on this great opportunity.